Hey guys, so in this video I'm going to walk through the ElevenLabs sound effects generation part of their website. And I think what is important to mention about the sound effects section is that it's promising for futuristic new types of sound design and sound effects. Now, I think a lot of people would still refer to sound effects libraries, where you've got Soundly, for example, and in Soundly you can look up a lot of sound effects, and you can look at lots of sound effects from Freesound, where lots of people are uploading sound as well. And here in ElevenLabs, you see that they are using an AI-generated sound effects creators, which are extremely useful for getting more unique sort of sounds. Now, one interesting story that happened to me a while back when I was working on a project was that the project was looking for a bus sound with a honking horn, and the bus sound of the honking horn had to be a horn honk as if someone was winning a football match. So this frantic horn honking, and it wasn't supposed to be a car, but it should actually be a bus, a big touring bus that goes something similar to that. And of course, I went into the sound libraries and I couldn't find any of those sounds. I even went on Google, and on Google I was looking for tour bus horns, and on YouTube you can search for sounds as well, and I couldn't find any horns as well that were from a moving car, a moving bus. So what I thought what to try was using the sound effects generator from ElevenLabs. And in the sound effects generator of ElevenLabs, I was able to create a prompt which was a bus horn. And with some trial and error, I was able to get a bus horn that was specific for this project's need. Now, what I actually think about the future of ElevenLabs and sound effects is that what you'll be able to get is slowly some sort of hybrid of not having to go outside and find a car to record a specific way. You can prompt it in a specific way. So this is going to be extremely interesting in the future, where just like in music generators, you're going to have a sound effects generator that would almost be able to replace Foley. Who knows? So I'm actually curious on your thoughts about this, what your experience with sound design is, what your experience with sound effects are. So I'm looking forward to engage with your comments on this. Now, what I wanted to share about the ElevenLabs sound effect platform, which I thought was unique, was the ability to type in exterior and interior. Because if you go on Soundly, for example, and if you type in int, not intimacy, here you get to see a lot of sound design, sound recordings that are labeled interior, so meaning that they have been recorded inside. And also, if you type ext, then you'll get all the sound recordings that are labeled with exterior, that have been recorded outside. So if you start to slowly see that the sound effects generators are actually using the information that is in the metadata of all the WAV files to train its audio on what type of sound you actually are looking for, you'll be able to much more accurately prompt in ElevenLabs, the sound effects generator in ElevenLabs. Now, the interesting part about what I was doing for the car horn, for the bus horn project that I was mentioning, eventually I got a pretty good sound for this bus horn that I was looking for. But when I was listening to the sound, it was very It was very distorted. It was very high in distortion. You could really hear this horn being compressed to extremely to the max. Then I thought, well, okay, let me change the prompt and let me just type in microphone far away from a bus road recording bus horn. And lo and behold, I was able to get a sound of a bus horn with a microphone, or as if a microphone was recording it far away. So then I realized, wow, you can actually prompt for the location you have between the subject of the sound that you're looking for and the microphone that you are using to record this sound. Now, I think I was lucky to get this actual sound from a sound effects generator, but at the end of the day, the client wanted to use the sound that I generated with the sound effects generator from ElevenLabs. So that was a big surprise, and it made me think that in the future of sound design, in the future of sound effects generators, we're going to see a lot more ability to ask for what type of microphone, where you want the microphone to be, the distance, the timbre of the recording, the style, the volume. Now, at the moment, what ElevenLabs have done, which is really good in the system here, is that they've got the generic sound effect categories here, which are obviously booms and bass and drums and brass elements, also music elements. But this is something that I just wanted to share, and I just wanted to create a video around this in order to get the conversation going about what you think the future will be of AI generated sound effects. So that was it. That was a short video from my end. I hope to hear from you, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.